All right, man. Jared Goff says that Amon-Ra can be um, like Cooper Kupp. Now he made these comparisons um, last year, right? Obviously, they went through a point last year for a drought spell, but some clicked. Shout out to Randall L. Um, some clicked for Amon-Ra, and when it clicked, I don't know what it was. The drafting, I can't say it was questionable, but the one thing about it is they had other guys that were primary slots like Khalif Raymond, who showed a lot on the outside. And Trey Finesse came on and said he was one of the dudes at the open practices who really impressed him. But more known for a return guy. Tom Kennedy, Quintez Cephas, the majority of their receivers were all slot receivers. You know what I'm saying? Then you look at Tyrell Williams is supposed to be the Uno outside. He ended up getting injured. So, they didn't really have an outside receiver. So had they had more outside help, he probably would have had 150 receptions. If we even being honest. So he did all that without an outside, presence. So that's impressive. So Goff sees Cooper Kupp and Amon-Ra very similar. So it says 5 years ago, their page is really crazy. 5 years ago, Brad Holmes pointed the Rams to Cooper Kupp in the third round of the draft and watched him lead the team in receiving as a rookie last year. Holmes drafted Amon-Ra in the fourth round, and for the Lions, and watched him lead the team to receiving as a rookie. Now, one of the big things here is for him. The big things is can he evaluate the quarterback, and that's pretty much what all general managers is damn near it boiled down to. Very similar, said Jared Goff, who spent 4 seasons with Kupp in LA before joining the Lions, before joining St. Brown last season in Detroit. Both playing the slot. I think the first thing I noticed with both of them is the way they approach the game and the way they show up daily and how professional they are. So even before you get on the field, they both have a very similar mindset. In Cooper Kupp's first season with Goff, he produced 869 yards and 5 touchdowns. In Brown's first season with Goff, he produced 912 yards and 5 touchdowns. You got to understand it's probably a different league then too. And obviously they had more weapons there too. The only difference was the volume of catches. Kupp 62, Brown 90. Kupp took his game to the new heights in year two. He was on pace for over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns through 8 games before an injury in this season. He averaged 1,000 yards in years 3 and 4, and then took the top of the NFL in the year 5. And he won Offensive Player of the Year and winning Super Bowl MVP too. Kupp, like St. Brown, doesn't have a dominant physical traits, but he's a fierce competitor with a feel for getting open and sure set of hands. Remember, he was registered in ESPN, not having to drop last year. He run crisp routes and knows how to finish. He's also quicker than he may appear. He led the NFL last season in yards after catch in the area of focus this season for St. Brown. Shout out to Golden Tate. He was always at the top of that, even before he got to Detroit. But also, Amon-Ra and his brother super smart. I seen a documentary years ago. Their mom is German. They speak multiple languages and stuff. It was on HBO. You can check it out. I didn't know that was them until they featured it last year in one of the games. So that's cool. They're very super smart. And they said the kids would say in school that they would build from a lab because their dad was very hard on them, in the weight room and in athletics. Their mom was very hard on them. Education, even harder than them in education. So they had a really, really strong structure too. Dad still look like he could whoop some ass out there too. I don't think y'all want beef with the Amon-Ra's. St. Brown's, excuse me. He said, Cooper is extremely analytical. St. Brown is that way as well. As a rookie, second-year guys, it's very similar, said Goff. Quote, obviously, Cooper's a little bit taller and a little bit bigger, and he can do some things out on the outside where St. Brown is going to have to prove he can do that, and I believe he can. We'll move him around this year and see what he can do. With team quote, but yeah, I think there are some comparisons there. Late round pick, guy in the slot, got a little chip on their shoulders. Both extremely hard working, extremely internally motivating. Both guys I've been very lucky to play with. So he says one telling thing he said there is how Amon-Ra is going to produce on the outside, and that's what they was missing last year. And you don't want to put too much on a rookie's plate. You know, you don't want to put too much on the rookie's plate. So at the end of the day, he got more help on the outside, especially when Jameson Williams get healthy. But the question is, on the outside, can he be that guy? That's the question. On the outside, can he be that guy? I think him and Tim Boyle went to the same school. Not sure if they were there at the same time. Amon-Ra, 6 foot. Um, he was about 190. So yeah, Cooper Kupp a couple inches taller than him. But you know, if he can win on the outside, it's a wrap. I really think, man, his comp is Hines Ward and Golden Tate. Everybody thought Michael Floyd was gonna be that guy. When you look at him at Notre Dame, and from some reasons off the field, whatever he had going on, he didn't really produce the way he was. But Golden Tate had a really good career. He said, if you want one more similar, Cooper Kupp put up 387 yards 387 yards after catches rookie, good for 24th in the NFL. St. Brown put up 424 yards after catches rookie, good for 24th in the NFL. Cooper's on pace to nearly double his output next season. St. Brown said ahead of the season that one thing I focus on is after the catch, going crazy, making guys miss, scoring, doing whatever it takes to get in the end zone every time I touch it. So he should get plenty of opportunities in Ben Johnson's offense, catching passes from a quarterback who trusts him. So, the thing about it is, he not gonna have. It's not imperative as long as everybody stay healthy and get healthy in the receiving core. But if he can win on the outside, man, he is going to really be compared to Hines Ward and Golden Tate. You know, that's who he really gonna be compared to. And you know, Cooper Kupp, and he can start winning on the outside. Cooper Kupp would be a great comparison too, as well. But he kind of remind me more of those type of guys. He do. He remind me a lot of them type of guys. And one thing this will tell you, let's say this. This is what it'll tell you. One thing it'll tell you. Man, he's barking for no reason. Hold on, man. But yeah, one thing it'll tell you. Sorry for the dogs barking. But one thing it'll tell you is that about him, he headed in the right way. You know, great family, diligent, super smart, and obviously, you know, a rare, really good athlete and football player. You know, so that's one thing. You know, he headed in the right direction. Let's see if he can, you know, reproduce what he did or build on what he did last year. If he can start producing on the outside as well too. Obviously, Jared Goff let the cat out the bag. That's what they got plans for him to move around because Josh Reynolds will go and slot to him. I'm pretty sure DJ Shark can too. We're gonna see. You know, but they got a lot of contend with. You know, it also should open up for TJ Hockenson this year. It really should. You know, so you know, it should really open up for him. You know, it should open up him big time. But you know, look forward to it, man. But let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all our notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Check out the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Spotify, Anchor. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check out the Straight Line Talk playlist. More videos like this. One time for the one time. Peace.